And now it's coming true with the help of my friend Subhash Chandraji of ZTV. For the last 14 years, I have been traveling around the world, and I have just returned to India this year.
I think I'll be more comfortable here. Is this working? Dear friends, it's a special occasion for not only Dr. Modi but also for me. Because I think I have been a very large beneficiary of Buddha's teachings through the Vipassana meditation, and I have really understood I would say that 2-3% of Buddha's teachings and his philosophies. And friends, to my mind, Buddha, though the story is being unraveled through this series, through the Siddhartha, the Gautam, from his childhood to his attaining the Bodhi, but to my mind, Buddha is not an individual, not a philosopher, guide, or it's a concept. It's a concept which, if you understand, I think a lot of the problems of the humanity which the humanity faces today can be really tackled very well. In this country, lots of people, and even Buddha himself have said that this is the land on which there are many people, those who have attained nirvana, those who got bodhi. Today Jains says that Bhagwan Mahavir was also who attained the kind of bodhi or enlightenment. Sikhs do claim that Guru Nanak attained the enlightenment, and I'm sure they must have. But the kind of journey Buddha traveled and then he spread the message, there are only a couple of things come to my mind, and then I will suggest rest the program to proceed. One is when King Ashoka the Great, when he became his disciple, and then he asked Buddha that, should I give up the army, should I stop, remove all the army people? How do I, as a dharma of a king, how do I run my kingdom? And a dharma of a king is definitely to expand his kingdom's broad borders. And if you are telling me that I don't have to do violence, and which I agree I don't need to do violence, how will I spread? So Buddha simply said that leaving violence doesn't mean that you give away the army, you don't have the army. In fact, he suggested to him that if you want to become non-violent, double your army. That's the only way that you will avoid any conflict. That's the only way that you will be able to have non-violence, because people will be just fearful of you, or you will be able to communicate your message well, and that's the way that you will not have the violence. Now, the other thing somebody was asking me, that what is the Buddha's message in today's world? There are many messages, as you will see the serial, lots of those have been captured. But an example of Mark Inglis comes to my mind. He was a mountaineer. He still lives. He is still alive. I don't know how many of you have heard about his story. He could not climb after even 12 attempts. he could not reach to the Mount Everest. And in one of his expeditions, a kind of bhuchal came, and then where he was staying and everything got buried under the mountains. And this person lived alive there for 148 days. 148 days, and he had only 4 small biscuits in his pocket. Can you imagine how can anybody live 148 days without food, without water, without anything? And when he was buried underneath, he was weighing about 80 kilograms, but when he came out, he was weighing only 39 kilograms. That was the state of his situation. Both the legs were kind of not only dead, but they were poisonous. They became black. Both the legs had to be cut from the knees down, so he didn't have the legs. After that, he climbed the Mount Everest. In that situation, so, reality. Then there is no more pain, then there is no more anxiety, then there is no more worry. So that is the concept of Buddha. And another thing what he says and what I have learned from him, or his teaching, is that, and there is a saying as my teacher, S.N. Goenka, tells in Marwari. I think some of you from the Hindi belt will understand somewhat Marwari. And he says in a doha that bhutkaal vyakul kare, ya bhavishya bharmaye. यानी भूतकाल के बारे में सोचेंगे तो वो व्याकुलता आएगी. You will become very angry, you will become very sad. I didn't do anything like this. Why did I do this? If I had not done this, I would have been somewhere else. So like that, the thought processes come to everybody's mind, all of our minds. And if you ask for the future, if you think about future, भविष्य के बारे में सोचेंगे तो anxiety will be created. You will be anxious. If I don't succeed in what I am doing, what will happen? Many of you are writing stories, you are strong pen and everything. Some of you are recording on televisions, do not get response, you start getting worried. So भविष्य के बारे में सोचेंगे तो it will be भरमाए. So भूतकाल व्याकुल करे या भविष्य भरमाए, वर्तमान में जो जिए तो जीना आ जाए. That's the art of living. As Dr. Modi says that it has to be, you have to be enjoying 24/7. And the only way you can enjoy is if you live in the present. So this is the concept of Buddha. And I think coming back to the television series, I would say that my personal endeavor, my personal involvement, commitment is there with Dr. Modi, that my sole motive is that at least 2 billion people on this earth must watch this serial. In any language, in any form, any nationality, that will be our endeavor. And I hope you will also enjoy when you watch it. Thank you very much. All the best. Good evening.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening all of us and